Hey there, Internet friends. Trevor Starkey here with another episode of TV Thursday. This week, I want to sit down and talk about Stranger Things. In honor of tomorrow's launch of Stranger Things Season 2, I sat down and rewatched Stranger Things, the first episode of Stranger Things today. And that is a show that does sound design incredibly well. I did this kind of exercise in one of my theater classes when I was taking directing one year. The teacher really kind of emphasized for us and gave us a lesson on learning how good a piece of content is based off of just its soundtrack, and basically watch a movie or a TV show with the image off, just hearing the sound, and see how well it still tells the story. Can it act essentially as, the old radio dramas of yore? And Stranger Things really does that. It just kind of puts you in that sense. You have weird mechanical whirrings and otherworldly sounds kind of surround you. The synth music track of the show itself, but this episode in particular, just kind of evokes a certain mood. The characters and dialogue are all delightful and do a great deal to kind of expose you to what this world is like. It's what this small town is like. You have incredible depth shown in just a single episode of David Harbour's character, Jim Hopper, in that we're introduced to him as a drunk, but also the sheriff, the town sheriff. He's seemingly incompetent, but he's actually pretty good at his detective work. And we also get the depth of his tragic backstory. His daughter's dead. That's never good. You have Winona Ryder, who basically goes from zero to frantically searching for her son who's disappeared, because that's what you would do if your son disappeared and there was no knowing as to where they were and why and what's going on. And especially when you throw in weird, extra, ordinary things like whispering on phones and phones exploding basically in your hand. There's chaos there and craziness, and who knows what's going on. All of the younger performers in the episode and series as a whole do a great job to really kind of cement who these characters are. You have kind of the opening sequence of the episode going and really playing with the juxtaposition of kind of the, horror cliche of lone scientist running away from a crazy creation, going into dying, and then cutting right into these kids and their imaginations going wild as they play Dungeons and Dragons, and the fear they have of the Demogorgon's going to obviously play a bigger role in the rest of the series. You have the villains immediately set up as despicable villains. You have the nice diner owner that kind of opens up his establishment to 11 and tries to connect with her and tries to feed her and take care of her and get her the help that he thinks she needs. And you have the villains come in and immediately shoot the guy and kill him, and then so it establishes them as a real threat, and it kills off a sympathetic guy. So it's a great kind of really just stick you with a knife kind of turn. And the series as a whole really delves more into kind of the Jaws or Alien route of let's keep the Demogorgon in the shadows for a while, and let's not really put him out in the light. Let's let him kind of be a big mystery, and it's worse when you can come up with terrible things in your imagination or off screen than it is when you actually see him. When that guy dies and gets pulled up into the top of the elevator at the beginning, that what goes through your mind is more grotesque than anything that they could have actually shown on screen. So all in all, I think Stranger Things really did a great job of kind of hitting the ground running in its first episode and really setting a tone for the whole rest of the series that came after. And I'm looking very much forward to watching Season 2 this weekend. So those are my thoughts on the very first episode of Stranger Things, Season 1 in particular. Let me know what yours are in the comments below, or your thoughts of the series as a whole in the comments below. As always, I've been your host, Trevor Starkey from TrevorTrove.com. You can follow me at SnarkyStarkey on Twitter. And until next time, from here at the Trove, treasure your friends. Such a good synth track.